Nice.
and it holds you.
It just holds here?
It just holds you.
I mean, honestly, it feels fantastic right now. I mean, completely different car. I mean, you can really push it hard, and I'm not even, pushing it really. Hey guys, welcome back to the BMW Blog YouTube channel, and welcome to Miramar, France. We're here today to test the brand new BMW X3 G45. As you can see on the outside, it's still camouflage. And the idea today is really not to focus on the design of the car, but rather on the driving dynamics, and especially with this car, because this car is the M performance model from BMW. It's probably going to be called the BMW X3 M50. They won't tell me yet, but it's really the successor of the popular X3 M40i, so B58 six-cylinder engine. I have here with me Matthias. He's in charge of driving dynamics for this particular car, of course for other BMWs as well. And he's gonna walk us through some of the changes in the car, mechanical changes. We're gonna talk about the driving experience, of course. We're gonna go through some handling course right here. We're gonna do a bit of off-roading as well, right? So we can see what the car can do. But with that being said, before we get going, tell me, Matthias, a little bit about what's different in this particular version compared to the regular X3, like the plug-in hybrid that I drove a little bit earlier today.
Okay, so the most important changes are the structure changes. So we have lots of struts and braces to improve the general structure of the car, that we can reach the maximum performance what is possible with that car. And so what's even very important is the limited slip differential on the rear. We only have it in the M50. In that car we have a little bit more elastokinematics. So we have stiffer rubbers, stiffer bushings, and we have more camber on the front to increase the potential of the front axle. For sure we have a complete different suspension setup like in the non-M cars. So we have stiffer springs, stiffer roll bars, different lances of jounce bumpers to make the car more spontaneous and to feel it more light and to increase the all-around performance. What's important for all the new X3s is that we have a belt-driven steering gear, so it's the EPS-APA variant, and so we can induce more forces into the axle, so we overwork the whole kinematics of the car, and that gives us more comfort in terms of driving in a straight line, or even in the steering feel. It's more clear, it's more precise. When you steer like the car hangs on your steering angle, it's much more better reaction.
Okay.
And it feels clear and light, and so it's very valuable.
Gotcha. If you were to compare this to the X3 outgoing model, the G01, maybe the X3 M40i, what would you say it's the biggest change in the car? What's something that the customer will immediately feel?
Okay, so we changed everything. Let me start with the tires.
Yeah.
So we have
always important, the grip,
rolling
and all that.
resistance, reduced tires, but we increased the width, we increased the width of the rims. So we could make them work, that in the end we have objective measured values like ISO or slalom. We're faster than the predecessor.
Okay.
For the customer, what's most important is how the car is in the steering feel and the straight line behavior. So that's absolutely great. So we drive now with a lot of wind. You felt it was extreme
really
wind.
windy.
I've never had that wind here.
Yeah.
And you can drive easy with the inducing wind forces. You don't feel it, I think.
Yeah.
So
don't,
that's what I want to tell you, that when something comes out from outside, like truck grooves or curbs on the road here, or the wind, or maybe some rough road surface, the car is very comfortable and you don't feel that much in the car. It's a bit different when you go in the sport mode. So in the sport mode you have more feedback and you will feel those interferences more. But for sure, to come back to the question, it's steering feel, precision of the car, driving a straight line behavior, and the overall performance.
We haven't learned much about the weight of the car, the size. It's clearly a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, but have you done extra work to kind of hide this extra weight in the car?
Yeah, for sure. So what we didn't talk about yet is that we changed all the mountings of the subframe. Okay. So that helps us to give the car more stabilization and to give the car more reaction feeling. So the phase behavior is more prompt, and that fits really good with the structure and with the wider wheels. That's helped us to feel the car in the end more light. Yeah, that it's more precise and more light. So it's time to change something in the
Sure,
steering,
let's
but
see.
I think I have
it's
to
a little
reconnect.
bit, yep, sounds good. I mean, it's definitely, so I mean, like first impression right now in comfort mode, you can tell it's a bit more comfortable than before maybe, so that's the idea, probably to have a wider gap in between the driving modes, something that I experienced also with the plug-in hybrid. And I'm assuming once we go into the higher settings,
Yeah, so
you're gonna feel
so
it.
sport we will drive in the end. So
Okay.
now I make some
Adjustments, okay.
some adjustments to show you the whiz what we can do with the steering gear.
Gotcha.
And so now comes a little bit more lighter steering feel.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think you can feel it now.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You can definitely, it feels like a different car.
Yeah. There's a few things I want to show you here.
Yeah.
So first of all, what we can do with that steering. And we have a big playground for us to tune. And in the comfort mode for us, it's very important that the steering moments are light, and we help the customer to drive precise. That we give him some helping functions like inertia, like hysteresis, like damping, and in that setting, I X'd it out. So you have very less damping, you have very less hysteresis, you have low steering moments, and just to show you how difficult it is that you adapt to this steering feel. So this you will never see in series. That's not
Yeah, I mean,
good,
it's
for
really
sure.
too light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, definitely, it's just weird, very artificial, very light.
You cannot feel.
It's like feather, really, in your hands.
You not know what is my lateral acceleration
Yeah.
at the moment, so you will kill the tire because it's too spontaneous.
Yeah.
And but what you see is the steering feel. It's very light, so you see how fine the steering gear reacts.
Yeah.
And you can see that what we can achieve with changing the application of the steering is that you can make the car feel more spontaneous and light.
I can't tell the lateral force what they're doing. I can't tell what the tires are doing, honestly. Like at some point, I felt like I was sliding, but I was not really. It was just a weird reaction from the steering.
We have new subframes, complete new axles. That means complete new kinematics. We optimized the pitch angle, so that it's less pitch angle. So that was important for us. Normally, when you have wheel travel, you have a change of toe and camber values, and we make this changing over wheel travel less. So if you go on rough roads, the car is not reacting so strong in those roads, and it doesn't change his line of driving.
Okay.
And this is very important for the comfort. So if you go on rough roads, it drives really good in straight line.
Gotcha.
So this is what comes in the end to the biggest improvement to the predecessor.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, let's try a different mode.
The different mode. So when something is not reacting
I can
out of
feel
the middle,
it.
is it
Yeah.
dull?
Yeah.
Is it called dull in English?
Okay.
I think-
Dull. Yeah, dull.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I mean,
Okay, it should be like
center dead center. Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely is, and it's very dull. Yeah. Very weird feeling. Yeah. I mean, it feels like you really need to work now. I mean, right now it's dead in the I mean,
Yeah.
it's
And
dull dead. Yeah.
And you see the bandwidth, how big it is. Yeah. What you see is the higher steering moments. They are more robust, like in the other variant. So here, you don't have the problem to drive a straight corner. So when you're in the corner, you not have to correct your driving line.
Yeah.
And I think this is something what is not bad. And what I want to show you is, when we make a sports steering, we not only make high steering moments, because the car feels like a lorry now. Yeah,
Okay.
it feels really heavy, and
It does.
it's not willing to turn into a corner.
Yeah. You're fighting the steering wheel quite a bit. Honestly, it gets you tired quickly. I mean, I feel like my hands are tired already.
Yeah.
And I just drove for like, half a kilometer basically.
The improvement of the kinematics is the halfway to it, because to add more natural feeling out of your subframe or out of your kinematics, give you a better steering feel, and on top on that comes the steering gear. Yeah, and so the rest is application of the steering gear. I will show you now.
Okay, show me. All right, let's see, because this is getting a little bit harder
Because
with
I
that one.
go back to nearly serious.
So it's close to serious
Okay.
production now.
Okay. This is our personal. You drove in the first round.
Okay.
Now I give you the maximum sports mode.
Okay.
We're going in sport mode now. So the drivetrain is in Sport Plus now.
Okay.
So you have quick shifting. You have you go in the rev limiter and nothing is shifting. You have to shift on your own if you drive in manual for sure. Now I put you the fast gearbox shifting mode. Driving dynamics is all-wheel drive is rear wheel based,
So
a bit
more power sense to the rear end. Okay.
And the limited slip differential is a bit more aggressive then. And we have the regulation, the braking regulation is not off, but it's more far away.
Okay.
And steering and damping are in sports mode. So we have adaptive suspension in that car. So in the base variant, the M50 comes with conventional suspension, and add-on is the adaptive suspension.
Perfect.
Talk about the EPS. So the trick, what we do is that we not only put in those higher steering moments, so we take back those helping function like hysteresis, damping, friction, inertia, what you can apply in all our steering functions, and that makes the car spontaneous.
Okay.
And it's more spontaneous than with the moments you feel than the personal mode, because the higher steering forces makes it more robust and more easier for us to or for you that you don't need those helping functions like damping. You need less damping because the car is more stable out of these higher steering forces.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it feels fantastic right now. Completely different car. You can really push it hard.
Yeah, and you hit the corners.
Yeah.
And you hit the apex, and it works good. And you need 2 corners, and you have it.
A lot easier to drive fast. I mean, it can slide a little bit too, which is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fun. Yeah.
So if you're a little bit on the throttle, then you feel it. The car is.
It's rotating nicely.
It's rotating
here too,
in the curve.
That's a really good job. I mean, honestly, not much body roll, just enough to give you a feel of the lateral forces. Yeah, this is fun. I mean, honestly, I've always loved the X3 M40i. I thought it was a really, really good product. In many ways, I liked it better than the X3 M because it was a better daily driver. But this one reminds me of that plus something extra.
Worked out the points where we can improve. Yeah. So it was not easy to improve for sure. So, like you said, the G1 was a really good car.
Really good, yeah.
And we found out what is to achieve to make it even better. Yeah. And so,
fantastic.
So even the all-day driven car, so it's a really good all-round car because you drove the personal mode at the start, and this is a really rough road here, and it's really comfortable. So we can check it when we go back to the test center with the hot tires. So we have a lot of tire pressure now.
Yeah.
What is the comfort of the car, and
yeah, I mean, it drives really nice right now.
Yeah. And so
honestly,
we can go really fast on that handling course. And so what's the next surprise for you is that we go on the off-road and you see
off-road.
that we go with the same configuration of the car. So
I can tell you also is, I mean, we haven't been talking also specs and all of that, but this B58 makes a little bit more power than before for sure. I mean, it's, you can feel there is an upgrade to the engine for sure.
The torque distribution is really good.
Yeah.
So it really punches.
Cool. All right, so we're gonna stop the video right here for this one, guys. We're gonna go to the off-road track. We're gonna swap cars, so don't go anywhere. Now we're back in the X3 M Performance model, and we're gonna go for a little bit of off-roading. What tires we're on? 20-inch?
Yeah, it's a 20-inch sports tire, same configuration like on the handling course.
Perfect. Decent ground clearance, I guess.
Yeah, so ground clearance is in every single X3. It's the same ground clearance because we have the LDT. US regulations. So yeah, so perfect. Even the sport suspension or the base suspension or the adaptive suspension and all suspension variants, they have the same ground clearance level.
Okay.
Turn on the decent control. So you see here it's a little 4, so it's preset to 4, so and you can just leave the brake and let it roll. So that big hole we can go left or take it between the wheels. So yeah, now it's better to go left.
That is a big hole for sure. Okay. And it's pretty much the same hill descent control as in the other X cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think it's even improved because you feel how smooth you can over push it with the throttle. And yeah, we will show a few things what you can do with it.
So what's the angle here?
About 27 degrees.
All right, so just straight up. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, it is pretty steep. 27, huh? And we're not gonna roll back, huh? So this is where that AR helps, because people always ask, so why do you use the AR for? Well, that's one use case right
for
there.
Sure.
More.
Yeah. Okay, then we stop with the brake.
Okay.
Okay. And what we do now is we go in the reverse and
We can just
completely release the brake.
Okay, so go into reverse and completely release the brake.
Yeah.
Or we can just stay here a little bit.
Yeah, we will do it again and relax here.
So now release the brake?
Release the brake, yeah.
Okay, so trust the car?
Yeah, trust the car.
All right,
We'll
perfect.
do everything for you.
Gotcha. So doing the hill descent reversed.
Yeah. And for this ground here, you only need those small speeds, yeah. But if you go on snow or on icy roads, then you need the 30 maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we stop.
Perfect.
And we go up again, and we don't use the brake and just leave the throttle.
So leave it completely.
Yeah.
Okay. Trusting the car.
Trusting the car.
All right.
Okay, and leave the throttle.
Oh, nice.
And it holds you.
It just holds here?
It just holds you. Now, when you put on the throttle now, you hear the engine goes in like an underdrive, so it holds the first gear, and you hear the turbocharger spooling up, and then your moment builds up, and there's a range where the moment or the torque of the engine is higher than the braking torque, and then it gives over to the throttle. So just to feel what's happening. So it's really, really smooth. I like it. This is what I want to show you here. Okay.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay. So now just gasp.
Yeah. Okay, that was really fast.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, but no problem. Okay.
Is it? Got it. Perfect. So that was the off-road exercise with the new BMW X3. Of course, we will learn more about this car in a few weeks. It goes into production this summer. It goes on sale this fall, so we'll have a chance to drive the car once again in the fall and tell you more about the driving experience. Before I let you go, let me point out a couple of cool things that I see inside the car. Flat bottom steering wheel, similar to the new BMW i5 and 5 Series. And we have here an iDrive controller. Yes, thank you BMW. Thank you for keeping the iDrive controller, love it. And we have learned earlier today as well that we have the iDrive 9, operating system 9 inside the car. So this was my experience with the BMW X3 today, the prototypes. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Matthias, thanks for the information today. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.